Welcome back to another episode of Kick, Pass, Discuss. This is our third episode for the podcast.
I'm Kieren.
And I'm Jax. We are your hosts.
In today's episode, we'll be talking about the beginning of the 2024 season and how some of the first two games will be in Las Vegas. We'll also be giving you some general NRL news, our tip reviews, and more.
Las Vegas? That's crazy. But first, Kieren, what about the Thursday Para game?
Look, Jax, that was just unheard of. I said the Panthers will obviously win, but God, was I wrong.
I know, if you look on any social media sites, fans were just shocked, asking where is this team being half of the year that can actually beat the Panthers?
Absolutely right, Jax. For anyone who doesn't know, the score of the game was 32-18 in Parramatta's favour on Thursday night.
I didn't know the Parramatta team could do that this year. But next on today's agenda, how about we talk about what we know about the 2024 NRL season?
Look, Jax, we don't know much, but it's just been leaked recently that, well, obviously we already knew that first two games of the NRL season would be in Las Vegas, but now, yeah, it's pretty cool that it's confirmed.
Excuse me? That's on the other side of the world. But that is correct. It'll be in Allegiant Stadium. They're doing this because they want to try and popularize the NRL in different countries.
And for anyone who hasn't heard yet, the two games that will be played in Las Vegas will be the Roosters and the Broncos, and also the Sea Eagles and the Rabbits.
That'll be fun to watch. We'll make a podcast later this year when the regular 2024 draw is announced.
Sounds great, Jax, but now let's get back into the topic on NRL news.
Now, this should be an injury segment, right? But against the Eels, Panthers 5'8", Jerome Luai has picked up a dislocated shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be out for about 4 to 6 weeks, which might affect Panthers' finals run, but he hopes to be ready for the prelim final if they make it that far.
Ivan, a disappointing result, but obviously a big concern was Jerome Luai's injury. Do you have an update on the latest of that?
We're just going to have to wait till he gets scanned tomorrow. It's obviously a decent injury, but they're fairly positive about the potential of it, but really we're not going to know until he gets scanned. So,
also thought we should probably mention that Raiders will be saying goodbye to two of their great players who have just played. Who have just played their last home game in a 29-18 loss to the Broncos last night. First of all, we have Jack Wyden, who's signed for the Rabbitohs for a 4-year deal, which personally I think is pretty stupid. Rabbitohs have great players, you know?
Yeah.
And,
I guess he just wanted to be on the team for, money.
I know, but so much for loyalty. And then you've also got Jared Croker, who's had a great career and will be retiring at the age of 32, which is still pretty young.
Yeah, me personally, I'd want to end it on a high note, but that's enough about the news. Let's review our tips and all of this week's games.
So, we talked about the Eels game already. Obviously, we were both wrong with that.
Yeah.
I know.
Game 2, Warriors vs. Dragons, that wasn't too bad from the Dragons, considering they're literally 16th right now. Past couple of games, they are holding on against the better teams and not getting smashed, which is obviously good progress for them.
I know, I totally agree. And then Game 3, Cowboys and Dolphins. I think we both said Dolphins. I forgot, but I definitely think we both said Dolphins. So if we did, obviously wrong because it was big smashing.
Yeah, but in the second half, Dolphins were definitely playing a bit better. So good on them for that.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And Game 4, Storm did a big one over the Titans, so we obviously got that correct again.
In Game 5, the Roosters kept their finals hopes alive, smashing the Tigers 32-8, which we got right again.
Now, here it's a bit trippy. Like we were just talking when we mentioned Jared Croker and Jack Wyden. Raiders lost to Brisbane, score 29-28, obviously. We both were wrong about that one, but in the last 15 minutes or so, Jordan Rapana got a sin bin for allegedly tripping one of the Broncos players, even though I think he just slipped when he tried to make the tackle.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, that's a bit of a shame because Broncos scored 2 more tries after that, but anyways.
Well, not for Game 7. I said Manly, so I was right, and you were wrong, Kieren. I'm afraid to say.
Sadly, yeah. Manly was smashed Manly smashed the Bulldogs on a score of 42-24. So Sea Eagles fans will obviously be very happy.
But that's in another universe where you go for the Bulldogs. Also, we'll be reviewing the last game, Sharks and Knights, next Thursday, as that game is still to be played today.
No. For the record, I hate the Bulldogs, honestly.
I don't hate any teams. Hate is a strong word.
Yeah, I know, but you can use it on some. But anyway, now, sadly, we're finishing up again, as sad as it is, Jax.
Yeah. We'll be back again on Thursday for a 4th episode, and also put new tips for the last round of 2023 NRL before the finals.
That's right. Next week will be a huge week, and then we're heading into the finals where we'll try and make some longer episodes and more. But make sure to follow this podcast on Spotify for more, and also check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which will be in the description for this podcast, and our YouTube channel contains small extras.
That's right. Thanks so much for listening today. See you on Thursday.
And also, just quickly, thought I'd mention, we might have another poll up. So last week we had a poll asking you who's more likely to make the finals, Rabbitohs or Cowboys, and then you can also send us your answers and Q&A questions to us too. But yeah, we'll try to set another one of those up this week, and then maybe we can mention you in our podcast next week. Cheers.